Welcome back to another Medtech Snapshot. We are the One Question, One Answer medical device podcast. And with me today is Stacie Depner. Stacie is the Vice President of Product Development and Operations for Physcade. I'm really looking forward to getting into some nuances of the startup world today with Stacie. So we'll be talking a little bit about how do you sort through the product development life cycle, early phases, phase 1, 2, and 3, as well as how do you actually succeed in these microenvironments. So stay tuned. All right, Stacie, so our first question here is, walk me through, the importance of being fast and speed in a startup, right? Especially when you're in those early phases of development, phases 1 and 2 in particular. Why is it so important to be quick within that development cycle? Can you walk me through some of the nuances there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really important to make or break your company, obviously, because you're you're constantly running against your timeline of funding and trying to get a proof of concept as well as get your development to the point of being able to submit so that you can really generate more excitement and get into your Series A funding. And that is such a critical point. I used to talk a lot at the med device forums about how do you get that proof of concept? But let's go beyond proof of concept. Now you're in development. How do you move that quickly? And how do you make sure that you don't have barriers to be able to get there? Because not only are you running against your funding, you also have competitors in the background that are possibly doing what you're trying to do, and you need to get ahead of them. And they have a lot more money, a lot more people, but honestly, they're usually slow. So the edge that you can have is speed, and speed comes from, I want to talk really focusing on two things. It's the people and attitudes within the company, as well as the process. So on the people side, this is really the foundation. And I love the book, Good to Great. One of the first things in there is get the right people on the bus. And that is so true. I read that years ago, and ever since then, I just always think about that, how important that is. And so hiring is critical. And when you're in a startup, so our startup has about 10 people right now between full-time employees and contractors. So very small. And it's important that we find people that have the breadth of knowledge, the depth of knowledge, and can move quickly. So finding those people, the right people with the right attitudes for that kind of
Absolutely.
Startup can be difficult. We're up against, like right now, we're looking for a very high-level software person, full-stack software developer, and we're up against Google and Meta and all these companies that are paying a lot of money and absorbing the best talent. So we're having to really look to our networks and find the people that can point us to the best people in the industry that are going to have that mindset. Taking a chance on, somebody that is unknown can be detrimental to your company. If you get the wrong hire, that can cost you, hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars. It can be the make or break point when you this size company to actually shut things down. So you have to hire the best very quickly. My CEO, Ref Mihal, and I joke about how we have to go fast, but we have to do it very slowly and diligently. And so we need to get somebody quickly. But again, hiring that wrong person is only going to set us back. So being diligent there, looking to the network, finding someone who's proven is going to be number one. And then instilling the right attitude and giving the right structure to them to be able to move quickly, aligning them to the background of what they're doing and why, giving them the tools that they need to go quickly is really important as well.